Divine Intervention was the first Slayer album not to feature drummer Dave Lombardo, who had just left the band, and they got Paul Bostaff to play drums on this album. And a lot of people credit this album not being so great to the change in drummers, but I don't think that's what it is. Paul Bostaff does a really, really good job on this album. Honestly, every single Slayer album has great drumming. Drumming has never been a problem with Slayer. My main problem with this album is the production. And even Slayer has admitted this themselves. They said that if there was any album that they could remix, it would be this one. And usually I don't really care too much for production, but this album just sounds bad. Like, it'll give you a headache if you listen to it for too long. And part of that was because just the way this album was recorded, they're jumping from studio to studio, producer to producer, and it shows, which kind of sucks because there are a lot of the songs in here have really, really good potential. It's just the album sounds bad, so it's hard to like the album when it sounds bad. And even Slayer, like, this isn't one of Slayer's favorite Slayer albums. Like, if you look at their concerts, like, you look at the other albums from that era, like Seasons in the Abyss, which came right before this, or the albums after, they play songs much more from that stuff than they play from this one. So they even play stuff from Diabolus and Musica more than they play stuff from Divine Intervention. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one personally.